Playing a snare drum. Now there's two different ways to hold your sticks. The most common used way is the match grip. Now this is where both hands, your right and your left, are matched, so they're matching. This is between your index and your thumb. So if you take your right hand stick here, this is called our balance point or our fulcrum. Our index and our thumb. We're going to bring our other three fingers underneath it. This is our match grip. We're going to do the same thing with our left hand. Our index and our thumb, it's our fulcrum, our balance point. We're going to bring our three fingers underneath our left hand. So we're wanting our right hand and our left hand to be matched. Now, when you're on your snare drum, you're wanting to make a capital A position or a V on your snare drum. So you're wanting your drumsticks to be on about a 45-degree angle with your forearms facing upwards. This is your match grip. So I'm going to play you just a basic single stroke with our right hand and our left, followed by my left hand. This is called our match grip. The other way to hold the sticks is called the traditional grip. This is where our right hand stays the same, so our balance point is still here, so we keep that the same, but we change our left hand from our balance point being here. If we flip it around, our balance point is going to be here now. So if we take our hand like this, like we're shaking somebody's hand, we're just going to pop our drumstick right there, and then we're going to hold it tight like that. Then we're going to separate our fingers like that, and our drumstick's going to come in here. This is called traditional grip. This comes from war times when traditional drummers would play in their marching bands and pipe bands, and they'd have to hold their stick like this because of their marching bands would come over their shoulder and they couldn't quite get enough room to play match grip. That's where traditional grip comes from. So I'm going to play you the same thing, single stroke roll. Now when you're playing a snare drum, you can either be standing or sitting, kind of depending on how high your snare drum stand will go. But if it can go high enough, you can stand up, or if you want to, you can sit down. The main thing is that you're nice and relaxed. Your back needs to be straight, so if you're standing, you need to stand up nice and straight, have your legs about a shoulder width apart. You can slightly bend your knees, and you need to make sure you're nice and comfortable. So your elbows should be at an angle, and your forearm should be facing the ceiling to be nice and comfortable. Now if you're sitting down, you need to find a nice secure seat, sit down on that, and your legs should be again at about shoulder width apart. You can bend your knees at about a 90-degree angle. If you want, it can be a bit higher up. The main thing is to be nice and comfortable and relaxed and enjoy yourself. So now we're going to play our snare drum. In our match grip position, we're going to start by using our wrists, lifting up our sticks about 6 inches or higher up above our snare drum. Now we're going to start by playing one in each hand. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now we're going to try two in each hand. This is called the double stroke roll. Right, right, left, left. The key is to make sure your stick is bouncing back at you. There'll be a lot of bounce when the stick hits the snare drum head. Now we're going to try the same thing in our traditional grip. So relax, make sure you take advantage of the bounce that the stick is doing when it hits the head. Here we go. We're going to try a single in each hand. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now we're going to try a double stroke roll in each hand, which is right, right, left, left. Here we go.